Hey yo, what it do? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. Charger Conversations with your mans and them. Your uncle. Hostile Takeover, man. No long intros. No none of that. Let's get into what we getting into. So what are we talking about today? Women and leadership. Women have a different idea of leadership than men do. It's just facts. Especially women today. And, I'm not talking about all, but we're generalizing because it's generally true. Generally, a woman's idea of leadership today is letting her do what the fuck she wants and then protecting her from the consequences, which means that they're usually going to fall on you if that's the case. That's bullshit. We ain't doing that, fellas. A couple of months ago, I did a video about submission being for sale. And it is, still. But there is a segment of the female population who say that shit or even don't say that shit, and there's no amount of money that they will submit to. Case in point. About 2 years ago, there was a viral video about a restaurant in Dallas, downtown Dallas, Texas, with a woman standing on the booth bench of the restaurant with her hands on a glass wall, twerking. Now, when asked nicely to stop, she wouldn't. So, the owner of the restaurant went on a little bit of a rant. And black women, I don't know about other races of women, but black women went the fuck off. Talking about he hates women, he's a misogynist, this, that, and the third. They should be able to do what they want. Now, mind you, this man put over $1 million, 7 figures, into this restaurant. $1 million is more than most people will ever have access to at one time in their life. Now, is it as much money as it used to be? No, but it's still a lot of fucking money to have at one time. And this particular woman and the women who defended her said, fuck his $1 million. We're gonna do what we want. Now, the first type of woman is what I call conditional leadership. She wants it her way. She wants to be led her way. Nah. That's what the fuck we're not doing. That's what we're not doing. Now, those type of women don't realize that part of leadership is preventing stupid shit. Preventing incidents. They don't realize that. They don't care. And to those type of women, I'd say to you, for those type of women, I say to you, don't tell her to kick rocks. Help her. Help her on her way out the fucking door. Because she will get you mixed up in some shit. I promise you. Now, the second type, I shouldn't even have to say anything. This is the type of woman that no matter what's socially acceptable, no matter what's right and wrong, has no respect for nothing about a man. Not his morals, his character, his principles, not even his money. And the other part is they say they want this leadership in a man, but they won't be led under any circumstances. And the men that she wants don't want her. She's also going to say that everything is wrong with men. She's perfect. She is the table, blah, blah, blah. Let her talk. Don't even fight her. Let her have it. Let her think that way. Let her run her mouth. And just remove yourself from the situation. Now, back to the first type of woman. She's also going to be conditionally feminine. She's a chameleon. When it's something she doesn't like, she's loud, she's aggressive, she's this, she's that. But when her terms are met, then she's soft, feminine, supposedly, well, fake feminine, faux feminine, and everything's all right until she doesn't get her way again. That's the Disney princess complex, blah, blah, whatever you want to call it. Again, don't tell her to kick rocks. Help her kick them motherfuckers. Barefoot. Then there are the third type, which they keep score in their head. They won't even bring it up to you, but they keep score in their head. Well, I gave him what he wanted this time or last time, so this time I'm not doing that shit. What none of these women realize is that men go through hell to become leaders. Absolute hell. Physical, mental, emotional hell. To become the guy that they say they want when they really don't. Because they don't know what to do with them. They don't know how to handle them. They don't even know what to do for them. Right? These are also the women who will give you what they want you to have instead of what you want. And then act like they gave you the fucking world and act like they gave you everything they had. I didn't recognize it at the time, but my ex-wife is that type. And that third type of woman will also do little subtle shit that you explicitly asked them not to do or told them not to do. And will do it in direct opposition of what you said on purpose. Even if there's other options and avenues for her to take, she's going to do exactly what you told her not to do or asked her not to do, just to prove a point. Right, wrong, indifferent. And she will defend that shit to the death. She will never say she's wrong. So, how do you spot a woman who actually wants to be led, a woman who actually wants you to take on that role? Trial and error. You have to meet them. You have to get to know them. You have to meet them. You have to get to know them. You have to vet them and go from there. Because remember, when you first meet this woman, you're not meeting her, just like she's not meeting you. You're meeting who she wants you to, though the version of her she wants you to meet, and vice versa. So that right there just means that you have to give it time. You have to experience shit with her. You have to go through shit with her. And do the knowledge to not what she says, what she does. On my friend Triune's album, there's this song called Wiser Than Ever. And one of the best lines of the year, in my opinion, and truest lines of the year is, only believe she speaks the truth if you see the proof. Damn. How deep is that, bro? So, it's all trial and error. And then you can learn for yourself and be able to tell for yourself the personality types when you meet them up front. You can tell when she's faking. You can tell when she's full of shit or when she's being true, just through conversation, through this, that, and the third. Watch how she acts when things don't go her way, when she doesn't get her way, when she's told no. Watch how she interacts with other men. Is she aggressive with other men? She'll eventually be aggressive with you when she's comfortable. So, there's no magic formula to any of this. There really isn't. You know, there's no algebraic equation or anything like that. It's just FAFO. You have to fuck around and find out, bro. It is what it is. But again, man, yeah, it also depends on how strong of a leader you are and what type of leader you are, because every personality doesn't go with every leadership style. And I'm not saying change your leadership style to fit her. But what I am saying, if she doesn't fit your leadership style, don't be afraid to break it off and let her go. She's not gonna change her personality for you. And would you really want her to to not be herself. But that's all for now. We're gonna get. I'll do a part 2 of this later, but I just wanted to touch on it real quick and give you all the basics, man. So, I'll continue this later. Just don't know when. But until then, middle fingers up. Be safe. Stay dangerous.